Well, hello there, Leo. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the final week of June. We're talking about the 22nd through the 28th. I have 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guide message for you, a message from my personal guides, and that is talking about how we can learn new things. So indeed, there's a lot going on this particular month where we're all stepping into new stuff. I know last week you had a lot to learn about people and how you wanted things to go and where you were willing to go and how you were willing to let things happen around you. I'm very proud of you for staying the course. There was a lot of scary stuff going on, and I don't mean regular fear. I mean just that stuff we got to step through as we make all those decisions and boss up. It can get a little bit nerve-wracking. So I get that, and I appreciate you for all the work you put in. You did a great job, Leo. All right, now let's talk about how our guiding card for the month is the High Priestess, and you can trust your intuition. I know you did a lot of that last week. You calmed yourself down, took a deep breath, and listened to what was being told to you. And I believe you came out on the other side understanding that it wasn't time for you to have a partnership. You needed to stay in charge of what everything was going on around you, and everything worked out very well. So good for you. Well done. Keep it up. We're going to keep going for another month, another week of paying attention to what our gut has to say. All right. And it will help you move through this particular week. All right. So let's get into these cards a little bit. Hey, these are the cards we have, and I'm going to go ahead and get that mystery card for you for this particular week. Let us see what we come up with for you, Leo. It's right there. All right, we're going to set it right there. They're so small, it's so cute. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put them over here, and let's go ahead and add some cards here and get more information, all right? Okay, cool. So, as we start this particular week, we are looking at how things are needing to come back into balance. Last week was a lot. You had a lot going on, and you were like, okay, now I need to let things settle down a bit. We made a bunch of money. We took care of stuff. Everything was working, and everything was working out. You were teaching people. Then you had to go back and take your power back in that situation. So now, you definitely need things to balance out right now. You're like, okay, calming down, balancing out, relaxing for a minute, okay? Okay, so you get a day off. Well done. It's a recalibration day. It isn't a rest day. It's a resting your body day, but not a resting your mind day, okay? Ace of Cups is showing up saying that there will be the gift of love in the situation, so you might have a relationship person coming up, a partner in life who shows up and wants to hang out a little bit, and you're like, okay, cool, we can have dinner. Give yourself some time, a little bit of time, right? It's not a lot. Don't over promise, okay? Do not over promise. There's too much going on. But accept what is offered and appreciate and reciprocate, right? Good for you. All right, Leo. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh. Figures on a day when you're recalibrating and refurbishing and getting yourself more geared up for the next thing. New job offers are coming. So you're like, okay, wait a minute. You haven't even done the small big job we talked about. Haven't even done that yet, but you're scheduling for it and getting yourself geared up and ready to go and do that probably sometime this week, or maybe it'll be something you plan far enough down the line so it's maybe next month. But right now you're mentally preparing yourself for all of it, and you have another job offer in the middle. Like, okay, well, this one doesn't necessarily feel as big as the other ones, but it could either be a continuation, like, oh, well, you've picked one school, we need to go and do the other school too. Or it could be as simple as, how you've been doing homes, and now someone says, well, I have a nice house, you want to come and take care of it too? Ta-da! And that's like, oh, this is a small, more manageable job we can do in a given day, right? or whatever. You're going to start finding something smaller that you can add into the schedule for this week as opposed to putting on the calendar further down the way for the bigger jobs, right? So I feel like you're starting to get things more balanced. See, this will be a thing that helps you mentally balance. It's like, oh, something I can do, that I know what to do, and we're going to like do something normal before we go back to doing something crazy. It's not crazy, it's just bigger, okay? Now the Lover's card is where you're blocked. So even as you're receiving this gift of love on any given day that week, the reality is that they're going to want more time. They're going to come back more often, and you're going to need to maybe make some boundaries of some sort that will just be, I mean, it's a block for a reason, because you kind of want it. You want them to come around. You want this person to be in your life for sure, but the timing situation is kind of crap based on everything else you're working on, and you're like, okay, gosh, I really need to stay cognizant of what I'm doing and not get too distracted by the timing situation with this person. And you might be like, well, I'm going to try my best to be home after 9 o'clock every night, and if you want to show up, great, but it'll be a very casual kind of almost date kind of thing, as opposed to every night at 9, I'll be home, you can be there, da 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 da. And the fact, of course, is after 9, you're not eating dinner, that's for sure. So, hey, but at the same time, it'll be an opportunity to hang out and give them some time if you want to, and if that's your thing and that's what you want to do, that's cool. But pay attention to what you're offering and what's there. It's going to be a block, I think, for you to have so much on your plate, like, but I got to be up early the next day, and I got to do my thing, and da 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 da. So whether or not you can schedule it in is going to be another thing entirely. Like I said, your wishes are not in a place to be fulfilled. Wishes being fulfilled is a blocking concept right now. So getting everything you want isn't going to be helpful to you this particular week. Isn't that interesting? So you're sort of having to delay your gratification, I think, is what we're saying, is that working towards gratification right now will stop you from continuing the grind, right? And being in the plotting and the planning phase. So plotting and planning is working towards something bigger in the future, as opposed to having it all right now, right? So the Four of Wands is also blocking, so having a mind meld with somebody and getting everybody on the same page, having everyone, yes, 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 oh, yes, 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 is going to keep you staying in one lane instead of pushing yourself to grow more. So having somebody running around being a yes person, oh, I think I want to do this. Yes. Oh, I think I want to do that. Yes. Somebody who says yes to every single thing you say isn't really helpful. You need people who will challenge you a little bit and say, well, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And what about that? And you're like, okay, cool, 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 cool. Because that keeps you thinking and processing and pulling things apart. Whereas if everything goes super smoothly and you get everything you want, or you have somebody who's yes, oh, I love that idea. Oh, yes, yes. Then you're not thinking further, and you're not pushing yourself to expand the idea and make it more than what it is. So there's a lot to be gained from people who bump heads with you a little bit. The more you have somebody who bumps heads with you and pushes you to think bigger, more intensely, and grow your ideas into something other than what it is, will be better, right? So it's awkward to say that, but at the same time, I can see how settling into, you know, let's just do the same old thing we used to do. Da-da-da, let's go back to doing little houses and let those little houses be what they are, and we'll just take care of what we do and get in and out, no problem. One-day jobs, half-day jobs, distribute, whatever, and we'll keep it simple. And we don't need more people, we don't need more stuff, we don't need to grow, we don't need to move forward, we don't need to do any of that. That's the yes man, that's the basic wishes, la la la, instant gratification situation. And the, yeah, I'm always available for my relationship. And if that's the little life you're looking for, that little life is blocking you. I'm just going to say it. It's blocking you. Your solution is to look at things differently. Even as you're looking at everything around you, the Hanged Man wants you to see things from a different perspective. The Hanged Man is always about looking at it and seeing it for what it is, but at the same time, look at it from somewhere else too. Hey, what if we did something different with that? What if it's like when you rearrange your house, because you're like, I'm wondering about the flow. I keep tripping and kicking that table. We put it there because it made sense at the time and it was great and it looked right. But what if we moved it around and just rearranged everything? Now I'm never going to whack my toe again, and that's awesome. So we're looking at the opportunities, looking at what's changeable. What can we change at this time to make things more likely and more comfortable for either bigger growth? We had talked about that to begin with at the beginning of the month, that you were like in that place of temperance where you were letting things go so you can grow. Ha-ha! Literally grow. So you are in a place where you need to work that out and come up with a bigger plan, all right? So even as you're thinking about it, think about how if you do one big job, you'll be able to have more money so you can then reinvest in yourself to get more tools to do a bigger job, right? And you're feeding your own business, and yes, eventually you'll be able to start taking, I mean, you're going to have to pay your people, of course, but you're also going to work on getting all the medical and all the other things going on too, medical and dental, so everyone feels loved and appreciated. It's good. So everything is going to work out here. Look at it from a different perspective, and don't look at it as a huge problem. Like, growing isn't a problem. Staying still might be a problem. This is about you staying still and doing the same old thing as you always have, okay? Knight of Pentacles, fighting for your worth and value. Yes, you are pushing forward. You're looking at things, and you're always still trying to figure out, how am I going to get paid in this mix? So how do I make sure I get paid in this mix? You'll have to work out a salary for yourself. Even as you're being the boss of the company, you're going to have to make sure that you get paid somehow. And of course, all those other ways to incorporate yourself or put yourself together, it will help you figure out whether, I mean, maybe you're working between a sole proprietorship or an LLC or whatever that is. You're coming up with plans and ideas. And I like it that you're pushing yourself to look at things from a different angle. You're fighting for your worth and value in the process and making sure that you are going to get paid in the process. And now you're taking the leap. The Fool is here. It says, all right, it's time for me to make a choice. Let's do this. All right. So I think you're going to leap forward there, Leo. I think that you are seeing the opportunities and getting yourself mentally prepared to go bigger. But yeah, you can do it gently and carefully. You don't have to do it all like you can plan to be ready next month. It's like, next month I'll be over there to do that thing. I can't do it right this minute. I'm not prepared. But give me the month and I'll get prepared. So you're right there. You are ready to jump in. Ta-da! It's the end of the month. You've had a long month of pushing your brain to learn new things. I'm so proud of you, Leo. You're awesome. Let's get a message from the Cosmic Oracle, all right? What do you need to know for this particular month, Leo? This week. That's the one. It's right there. Okay. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really it is. Well, it's okay to be happy. Really it is. This is actually going to make you extremely happy. All of what's happening here, even as crazy as it was, you're like, I love the intensity. I love the insanity. I love the fire of this excitement. You're a Leo. Of course you do. So all the fire signs are finding all this intensity kind of crazy and fun. So good for you. I love that for you. You are absolutely 100% in your element, getting ready to do the scary thing, and you're going to be awesome. So I love you for being able and willing to step up to the plate and take the leap. You are ready. You are ready to let this be a happy moment. Awesome. Well played. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks, okay? Aha! I love it. You are protected. You have black tourmaline, you have emerald, and you have carnelian. Love, love, love. All right, so what are we talking about here? Black tourmaline, first chakra stone. You are staying grounded. You are staying very literal in your universe, and you're like, I know exactly where I am. I know what I'm doing, and I'm right here handling it. I'm not future tripping. I'm not dreaming a big dream. I'm right here. What do I need to do now? What's on next on the checklist? Okay. And you're doing each thing on the checklist one at a time, working it out, and you're getting it all straightened out. Cool. Carnelian, second chakra stone. It's about doing the physical labor and being creative in the process. So you are coming up with creative solutions even as you look at your checklist. You're like, oh, well, this is interesting, but what if I did it like this? What if I did it like this? Would this work? Oh, cool. I like this better than I like this. So very nice. You're being creative. You're creating what you want, and you're doing it your own damn way. As you should, Leo. Well done. Now, this stone here is emerald, and it is a heart stone, and it is going to help you heal your heart from all the things that are feeling like your gift of love here. All these things that are relationship oriented that are like, okay, can they, will they be a part of my world in spite of all this stuff I got going on? How can I fit them in? How can I work it out? Am I truly emotionally involved with this person, or am I just enjoying their company? So you'll figure it out, and it's going to be helpful because you will be able to heal that part of your heart. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about how you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. If you want to carry something else, put it in the box below and in the comments below and let me know what you got, and we'll talk about that. If you do want to carry these rocks, put it in the comments below and let me know how they work for you. We can have a conversation about rocks, and I love that because that's kind of my thing. All right, and of course we have a mystery card here we want to read, and let's see what we have here. Oh my, we got Three of Pentacles again. Three of Pentacles matching this one here. Yes, there are big financial things going on behind the scenes right now. People are throwing your name around for all kinds of projects. You are in demand, and you are plotting and planning the creation of a proper company with other people to take care of all this business and be able to handle maybe a larger size of business. There might be a time, Leo, when you don't have to be boots on the ground. You may be the one who's dispatching people to places, driving around and checking on people's work, not having to do it all yourself. But it takes time to feel that level of trust in other people, to know that you have people who will make sure other people aren't getting hurt, etc., and still be ready for all the idiosyncrasies that take place when accidents do happen. So you are building a beautiful thing, and you are going to be in demand. So do a good job, make a good foundation, and you'll be ready to go. All right? Good for you. I really see you working towards having a good foundation and not getting hung up on every little detail, but taking care of each thing as it comes. And of course, jumping right in. Beautiful. So, as always, if you haven't checked the description box below, there's all kinds of good information in there. We have all the decks that I'm using, all the fairs that I go to and read cards in person. You can come out and see me in costume and get a private reading in person. That'd be fun. And of course, the final option is to book a private reading at home, where I will be wherever I am in the universe, but we'll have a private reading over the phone, and I'll be able to take care of you whenever you need me, instead of just at the fair. All right? So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. It really helps my little channel grow. And we will see you next week when we are talking about July. All right? Thank you so much.